2 letters, 1 word, meaning of life. Yeah. We're on the new shit. We're on the new shit. Get nasty. Previously on Kimba TV. Here, ladies and gentlemen, I just got done with cardio, so I gotta take a look, but I wonder if this is in play right now. Oh my god, how does he fucking do it? I put my stop loss at break even. I'm off 27. A historical probability that you would sweep that before it leaves the range. Usually it likes to take all the bad lows and all the bad highs before it leaves the range. Yeah. Are we Gucci? I gotta recalibrate my headphones. These are sounding whack. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Uranium says, did I miss anything? I was late 30 minutes. That's a negative, brother. I mean, I'm just kind of fibbing. I think there might be like a short scalp opportunity. I don't know. I might take a little stab at the 7.5, but only because I actually want to get into a long. I don't know. I think the 7.5 for me is good enough. Yeah, and that's just the prime example of how the risk and the reward is always proportionate. So the more that you want to, get that best entry, it's going to be proportionate. So yeah, 7.5 would be an interesting little thing if it's squeth, but actually this could be a swing fail too. I don't know. You think we got left at the train station? Should I just have done 420? Would I have gotten filled on 420 on MEXC? Does anybody know if 420 would have gotten filled? Trickster says, juicing in long. I feel you. Yeah. I might do a Aquaman long. You know what I mean? I might do an Aquaman long. I do know that I'm going to go Latuche up one more time. And I'm kind of pushing it because I didn't really Latuche up that much yesterday. I've been scalping so much. I don't even know what the last thing we had was. I had a long. I'm about to take maybe a short, or I don't know. I canceled the 420 and I put limits up at the 7.5. Actually, now that I look at it, that's kind of not really that great of a thing, but yeah, we were talking about shorting the 7.5. It never came. CME swept, made a good high, so might have missed the short. But Mick Connors, let's go. Shout out John Connors. If you know, you know. Let's go, Mick. Blue and gold, stand up. Feliponzas, bear like Joker. Berbisi says, I'll be back. Sounds good, brother. Let's get nasty with the thang, man. Hey, Bookmap doing a little bit better. Bookmap crispy. Bookmap crispy. Bookmap crispy. if you just got here, basically you just missed. We were talking about shorting. I had limits at 420, but I canceled them and I moved them to the 7.5. I think I just got left at the train station. So I'm just scalping a little bit. You heard me? Sounds good, Coca. But like, if you were watching this, if you were watching this play, wouldn't it be just, you know, so directionally speaking, something like that, you know? So I don't know, maybe I missed the short. I don't really care. If it does come back down here, then I need to start thinking about potentially scalping a long. So if I am thinking about longing here, then I probably don't want it to go back up, to be honest. But it's literally pixel perfect all the way through. Golden pocket, 382, get rejected. Shit through. Golden pocket, bounce off of 7.5, turn that bitch into resistance. Obviously, it's going to make a lower low. Now it just caught itself pixel perfect on 886. And so if it is going to bounce off of that, you can't make a lower low. It's going to preserve all of that for later. And then you would do something like this. Maybe this part is already done and maybe it's starting to come back down. Not sure. So if you just kind of take that from a structural perspective, then, and this is just fibs and structure. We haven't even really factored in like high block liquidity and S&P confluence, but Maddie, I see you, Maddie. Happy FOMC Wednesday, motherfucker. Marasa bar, let's go. We got the avatars back. We're on the new computer. Overlays looking good. Volume looking good. Pixel resolution looking good. Aggregate looking crispy. Bookmap looking crispy. Crispy looking crispy. Should we go hit the blongs? Are we blonging for the blong hit? Krispy Kreme hit me with that. Yeah. Let's go. It's mathing, y'all. God damn, what is it doing? Ooh, I love that I can just hit a button. I love that I can just hit a button. Let's go, baby. Ellie says, God damn, the math is the math. Oh, pixel perfect. Oh, quit playing with me. Oh. What? 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 Bugatti! Don't be mad at me. I'm spinning around in my chair right now. I'm pretending like I'm figure skating around my office. Woo! All right, what are we gonna order for food? Oh, we can wings. Fuck yeah! Vishanti says, is it possible to get a sweep of the sweep? Tell me that you were waiting for 7.5 without telling me you were waiting for 7.5. I literally was waiting at the 7.5 and I got left at the train station and you waited at the 7.5 again? You just saw me get left at the 7.5 train station and you wanted to wait at the 7.5 train station again? You must learn and adapt. Stop being so greedy. So y'all were nickel and diamond for how much? Okay, $500. If you're a noob, I'm just kidding. Well, that's part of the reason why Kimba Box includes the 618. But anyways, that's okay. I don't even have the I don't even have my exchanges logged in on this computer yet, so Bug says I got in half position. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. How many of y'all were here, prepared and ready? Let's see what happens. I mean, it's pixel fucking on the 382. Best case scenario for bulls would be that we turn 0.5 into support, yeah? Like these are 30-minute candles, so if we were watching the 5-minute candles, then it would be that, 0.5 is support. You guys Gucci? Pretty cool stuff. Math is the math. All right, I'm gonna move this to media folder. And then this cheer. I'm gonna call this cheering. Download. Media, big crowd. Let me hear what you guys are seeing. It gives me an error. It has to be MP3. MGK, it has to be MP3. Calm says, got weighted and missed. I'm the master. It's okay, calm. But I don't know how early you got here, but just remember that when it's binging and you get left at the 7.5, you should just get in at the 6 golden pocket. Alrighty, and if you remember what we were talking about in the morning, it's really, what is it really trying to do that we're waiting for? Do you remember what we were talking about? So that 7.5 would have actually deviated quite heavy, not quite heavy, but you would have lost the level that you wanted it to hold. So this is the trident level to hold. So you're kind of pushing it if you're waiting for it to go all the way down here. But that's okay. I can't even show the position on this computer today anyways, but I closed most of this long. Okay, but the target would be where? The target would be where? It would have to be here, mathematically. If I was going to do the right thing and actually like scalp, I'm going to close most of it at like here, at this high, that volume. So yeah, like do whatever you feel like is the right thing, but I'm TPing, I don't know, like 30, 40, 50. I really should close like 80% here. Most of your long would be up here. This is the level that you're aiming for. Does that make sense? It's just math. Let's see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. So how many of you were here in the morning? We were talking about shorting this bitch. MGK is going to have one hell of a highlight. I said, I want to short this bitch because I want to get into a long. We identified all the levels. Any questions? Stop loss and profit. Any questions? I'm going to order some wings and I'm going to go blong it for the long. Peter says, yup, let's go. But you have to be your own man. How many people, and if you did, it's nothing to be bummed out about, but how many people were waiting for the 7.5 and you feel like you might have missed it? And do you understand why? Do you understand what the Aquaman's trident thing is? Do you understand why you wanted to hold that level? Why we drew that blue box? Why that kind of becomes lower probability if that's what you want to hold? It's a lesson for next time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So Aquaman's tried it. It's got to hold that level. Pixel perfect Fibonacci. That's it. It's that simple. I'm gonna go Latuche the fuck up. Literally, we woke up. I'm like, just do a little bit of math. Everybody good? So Guru says you take other long if it returns 7.5. It shouldn't. I don't think so. So I'm gonna get stopped out in profit. So Guru. Katanamis says, what do you think of sweep of 58? Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm in a little baby long right now. So are you caught up? You know exactly what we're doing, right, Katanamis? Yeah, I knew what you meant. $1,000 here and there is like $500 before. So yeah, I mean, you know how like I was talking about, this is a significant TP level. And how I was saying you should take at least half, if not more, off. And I was going to be looking at the open interest and trying to see if there might be a reason to short here. Yeah, so we'll see. But I'm in a long, and I've been wanting to get in a long. But yeah, that's possible. But I'm kind of in scalp mode. You know, I've noticed that I'm getting I'm getting stopped out in profit, and I'm not getting hit. I'm not hitting any TPs. If you guys have noticed, shorts are hitting TPs, but none of my longs are really hitting TPs. Some of them, yes, but a lot of them, they're just getting stopped out in profit on huge pullbacks. It's bing, bing, bing. So, I'm not as enthused. Like the 59K levels kind of make me think about, I don't have to worry so much or overcommit to a home run every single long. So, and it's crazy because I'm in from right around like 62,000. I'm already up $1,500 per coin. That's crazy. Like 2,000, 3,000 is the new 100. It's insane. Exactly, Swap Easy. Yeah. So even if I do get stopped out, if it loses the 0.5, I should have asked where my stop loss and profit is, but even if I didn't say it, I think most of you guys would understand my stop loss and profit is behind that 0.5. If there's like a swing high, swing low Fibonacci, let's get nasty. Anyways, it's all good. It doesn't matter if you got left behind at the train station or not. It doesn't matter if you didn't even want to think about longing. It doesn't really matter. We don't all have to have the same position. My plan was, I was waiting right here. I should have just kept my 420 entry. I actually did have a 420 entry. But waited at the 7.5, got left behind. Not this time. So let's see if we can make a higher high, and then let's see if we can get into this cluster right here. TS, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get nasty. Twiggity. Here we go. Here we go. Get nasty. Get nasty. A pink big daddy. A pink big daddy. We got Grimes in the house. Mandelo in the house. Ricky, Fira, Chauncey. Let's get nasty. Let's get nasty. Shout out Gold. Shout out Gold. Shout out Gold. Dilphy says, sweep that shit, ho. I have created monsters. On my lease as new single prints. Roger that, ma'am. Let me take. Not too surprising. So on my lease, my darling. Could be. It's just fibbing anyways. You know. Think, 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 think. Until it breaks anyways, you know, it might not make the higher high, or it can't close above. It just swings, taps, fails, closes, loses. Think, think. I'm telling y'all. I will. So like, so okay. So here, let me tell you exactly what happened. But you tell me, Muzakio though. Okay. What if I were to tell you? Have you ever seen Entourage and the guy from when Ari and Vince and E, they get stuck with that dude? Hey, what if I were to tell you, brother, that we were talking about shorting first thing in the morning, and I was waiting for the 7.5, so I missed it by like $80 to $120, whether it was my blow pin or MEXC entry, and even while we were waiting and anticipating, I was saying things like, I'll take a scalp short, but I really want to short it because I want to get into a long. Alrighty, and then I don't know if you were here, but did you see how it pixel fucked the golden poquito? What if I were to tell you that I wanted to short here, but I missed it by like $100? And what if I were to tell you that I have a Pico pixel fucking perfect long? What if I were to tell you that as a group, collectively talking amongst the wise lions that were here early in the morning, we decided to shave at least half. Technically, I still have 15 out of the 29 left, so it's like 45%. Okay, whatever, but technically I'm already out half. If it wants to nuke, I'm Gucci Magucci. Alrighty, and you know, ding, 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 ding. It's, you know what it's doing? So can't really predict the future. But now it's kind of up, you know, now it's like almost market close. Now it's going to be just futures. Now it's going to be Macaulay Culkin. Now we're going to have China market open. Should I kick it with you guys until China market open? I might fucking do that. I don't know how nasty we can get. Driz PT says short now. Okay, so you want to front run the formation of the swing fail, the confirmation of the swing fail, the open interest that actually looks bullish on BTC USDT, and Macaulay Culkin volatility, and FOMC Friday weekly options expirations. Bugatti. But the risk is always going to be tied to your reward. So if you're going to risk all of that and front run all of that, and you get it, your reward is going to be fucking huge. Imagine getting this swing failure like a little bitch ass. I don't mean to say bitch ass, but it would be a bitch ass swing failure pattern. And you get it all the way down to what? Like, what are you going to swing it for? 50? Remember when we were talking about, oh man, imagine if we had a short from 75K to 50K? Fuck. What? So what you going to do? You're going to try to take this 65K short all the way down to 50K? I don't know. There's nothing wrong with that. You're probably going to collect juicy on some funding too, but how many of y'all staring at the 30-minute candle close on this bitch with your trigger hand ready to go? Hands up. Anybody saying fuck that confirmation? Give me the first one. Give me the first 30-minute. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Are you guys seeing like a hit? Like, what do you guys talk to me? Huh? What are you guys looking at on this? You're looking at this sort of build up? I mean, I already pulled this. Do you want me to keep this? You guys have this, huh? Right? You guys have this, right? Have you moved your stop loss up? Yep. Do you remember what our plan was, Johnny? Do you remember our plan, Johnny? Do you remember us talking about the 382, the golden pocket, and all that other stuff that kind of lines up right here? And how I would want that to hold as support? Not only did we move the stop loss up, but we talked about why. Folkrulu, are you trying this short? That's a negative. That is a negative. But what is a negative is also a positive. 382 is also pixel perfect right there. So lots of confluence to turn that into support. Not that big of a deal. Do you remember all the stuff that we talked about if you were going to short this? Folkrulu? Exclamation rewind if you missed all the TA. Well, I don't even know if you would make it all the way down there, but Bugatti. Any questions? Anything you guys want to talk about? Hey, happy Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. You guys good? Anybody on the sidelines right now just fucking clinging on to the stream for any sort of alpha? Anybody trying to get into a position right now? I'm okay with that. If somebody said, yo, I need a fucking juicer bad. There isn't really much we can force, but the most obvious would be like a bullish retest to clean those bad lows and then, you know, bounce from there. That would be awesome for me. Obviously, you know, testing this is still the second most Fibonacci related play. It would be nice to reset open interest. Once you stop these people out, it would be nice. Because if you know when they got in. So all the people that longed, if we could stop them out, that might be a scalp long attempt too. So, like, you could just sweep that, go, dink, dink, golden pocket, volume. It depends, Seriola, on how many times you have seen the Kimba crown. How many times have you seen this? This can go lower here. It's this first sign of starting to change structure with lower lows and lower highs. So, you know, watching that come back down. So if it sweeps those bad lows and it resets the open interest where the range began from, then it would be pretty safe to say that everybody that opened longs on this rise up, they're stopped out, yes?
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so this is where we are. Okay, now let's just try to take a look at like volume node. Not a surprise. Can we go ahead and turn on some TPO? Okay, so there's single prints all the way to the golden pocket. Okay, let's just take this off for a second. Do you know why this level is marked? Rage, do you understand that that was previous resistance? We were watching it earlier for a possible swing fail pattern. It made the 30-minute candle close. It formed, but the second one did not confirm and it blew. Alrighty, and we kind of already talked about that in the very beginning, and that's why we shaved half off right here, but we left a little bit running for in case it did this. We want to turn that line into support, right? That's fucking beautiful, my guy. That is fucking beautiful, Rage. So yeah, brother. You know, from a Fibonacci perspective, from a mathematical perspective, man, would I love that? Yes. Right. Let's not even fuck with that. Can we just turn this into support and go? That would be amazing, right? But worst case scenario, that I would have to tolerate that because that's just simply trying to turn that bitch into support. Whether it's mathematical resistance getting turned into support or just basic kindergarten TA, previous resistance getting turned into support and then fixing that imbalance on the single print type of shit. Grab and go type of shit. We've seen that. Yeah. Right? And then, you know what's also cool is when you take this thangity thing, look at that 382. Do you know what a 382 bounce represents? Do you know what a 382 pullback represents? It doesn't even make it to the 05 or the golden pocket. So you and I are seeing the same exact shit, Rage. But pretty interesting, right? Lots of confluence. So the level of interest is identified. The level of interest is identified. Yeah. Anything above 0.5 would be really bullish. Sure, for sure. So you see everything that I see so far. Yes, 382 lines up with golden pocket, lines up with level. Yes. So level has been identified. Now, at the end of the day, anybody can pull lines and anybody can pull fibs. Okay, so whether you're wowed by that or not, eventually you're gonna realize that's not really difficult to do. What would be one form of edge, Rage, for example, that you would want to see if you were thinking about longing or if you wanted to protect your long? Okay, so what I can tell right now is based off of, first off, you got to be able, I'm not going to really talk about this, but do you understand the significance of this open interest level and why we marked that and why we saw it clear out the open interest the first time and why we're seeing it bounce again the second time and why I'm anticipating a bounce on the third time? But you have to be able to understand why that open interest level is kind of important and why it's been resetting and what that means. Okay, I think you know what that means, but like if this sweeps and this does that, that is kind of bullish. Yeah, does that make sense? Because you can see, okay, this candle, it's right here. So let's just give everybody the benefit of the doubt, okay? Because this candle, okay, is actually, I don't know, is kind of interesting. But let's just give everybody the benefit of the doubt that that line is where the longs start. Right there. So you can tell if, I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen, but if it does this, for example, that would probably indicate that all the retail longers that got in right here, they are all stopped out. Let's go. Yeah, maybe it takes going all the way down here to reset. I don't know what these guys are doing. Shit, there might be people in these longs listening to me right now talking about please, I need this. Please don't go down here. So, you know, I'm going to just have to let this tell me if they have closed out or not. So that's one way that I would start to look at it, but the level of interest is pretty interesting. 382, that lines up right there. We're already here and it still hasn't reset. So the probability that you might get this kind of maybe increases with more time. Yeah, I'm really interested to see if we're gonna get this. But oh. Wait. Give me 1 second, brother. Give me 1 second. Cause okay, go ahead and ask again. That open interest going up on the reset would actually mean that it's short. And so at that level, you wouldn't want to try to go for that. In fact, you might have to wait for this or this. Yeah, and it's always not going to be like crystal clear because you might see one thing on Binance and you might see something different on the Bybit Exo. Did we refresh this when the daily happened? What the fuck just happened? Oh. Oh, yeah, we did. Windy, what's going on? Youth MMX says, is your guys' ad is showing single prints as zones since the last upgrade? Yes, it's a thicker thing. You can change the settings. Vancity. Mandelo says, is that a bad high on CME? Yeah. So a little bit of slight confluence for a possible... Oh, fuck. Nitero says, see ya, bro. Yes, Ricky, let's go to sleep, man. I am dead tired. 4 on 20, 1 a day. Rage, Pablo, Dad Boy Retail. Ladies and gentlemen, longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, Bears, we're all Lions. What a day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Happy FOMC Wednesday. Sato, tell them what happens if they don't use stop loss. He said he's gonna smack the shit out of you. Ladies and gentlemen, love you guys. Have a great night. Stay safe. Let's go. One and done in the books. Let's do it. Still need everybody's best tomorrow. What the fuck was that? Still need everybody's best tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.